Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. This is a quote from an unknown author. The start to a better life or a better world or a better future is simply the belief that it is possible. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 78, Nasdaq up 27, S&P's up 6.5, gold contract up $12.50, traded at $1,329 an ounce. Silver up 17 cents at $21.19 an ounce. Platinum up $7 at $1,505 an ounce. Copper flat at $3.25 a pound. Light sweet crude down $1.23 at 102.17. Bonds. You had the 10-year up 6 ticks at 124.30. 30-year up 7 ticks at 136.06. King dollar down 166 ticks, trading out at 80.05. You have the euro up 30 at 136.42, and the yen flat at 101.61. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have out here? Cash S&P, this is what we did. We up $7.50. We did 569 million shares versus 627 on the NYSE. Bottom line is that what you can see out here, once again, you get a bounce on lighter volume. We turn around, we take a look at the Dow Industrials. What we have with the Dow Industrials is this. Dow goes up 78 bucks. We are at 16,985, and what 16,985 has done is that it got it out of the lower range once again. We take a look at the Nasdaq Composite. The composite out here, 1.7 billion versus 2.2 billion. We're up $27. We're at 44.04. If we take a look at the correlations inside the ETF structures, this is what you have. The SPY. We went up on 68 million shares, down yesterday on 108. The free Qs, the NDX 100. What you have there is that we went up on 27 million. Yesterday we came down on 40 million. The IWM, the small caps. What do you have inside the small caps? We have... No, it's interesting. The small caps are really dead meat. Small caps couldn't even bounce. Well, up 15 cents. You did 27 million versus downtown at 52 million. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Gold's on the move, folks. What you have is this. Gold contract today does 154,000 contracts. This is a beauty, folks. You have an expansion of volume. We're up $12. $12 not a huge amount of money, but what you have is this. Your swing point on gold from the July 1st area is 1,334. We did volume of 121 million shares. Bottom line, we did 123,000 contracts, rather. Today we did 154,000 contracts. Silver. We take a look at silver. What do we have with silver? This is what you have. Silver has proven that it's stronger. What we have with silver is this. Silver today, we did 34,000 contracts. You have it up 17 cents. And she is also running into her swing point. Her swing point is 21.33, and it's 42,000. This is building cause to basically get up and over the swings of the last 3 weeks. We'll have a consolidation of the last 3 weeks. We'll see whether they can make it to the February highs for silver, March highs for gold. Inside the XAU, HUI, we had the gold and silver equities. They were running today with volume, by the way. The XAU up 262. We're at 103. We take the B point out. I won't get the volume on the XAU, the HUI, until a little bit later. Bottom line, XAU is on its way to 107.31, which is the high of March 13th. What's going to get wild here, folks, is this, is that the way that the gold and silver market is set up, and what happens, by the way, is this. The XAU and the HUI because they bunch together the volume characteristic, that's why it's later in the day. If, in fact, we get volume over the B point, what you're going to see is this. We're actually going to get above the highs that were generated in March because the price projection is over those highs. Now, that's unusual that you can basically do 100% move for move and get over those levels, but that's mathematically how it's set up. HUI up $6.58. You're at 245. It blows away all the swing points. HUI is on the way up to 261. Bonds, the ever-ready bond market. What do we have out here? So, the 10-year, we do 1 million contracts. Expansion of volume once again. We are at 124.30. Your swing point up there is 125, 126 rather. So we're going to make a run for that swing point. We'll see whether we get the juice in order to get up above it. My take is that, yes, that's exactly what we're going to have. The 30-year bond. What do you have with the 30-year bond? This is what you have. 30-year, 322,000 contracts. We are at 136.26. And this baby here, just so you know, folks, okay, the 30-year is right under the lows of the high. And that number is 137.08. So you can see there's 32 ticks and 1 point in the bond. We're at 26. So you get 6 ticks there, plus you get another 8. You're only 14 ticks away from the bottom. Once that gets into the bottom, what you're going to see, if you come into that bottom with force, watch out. Because I suspect folks that have been shot, the bond market, there's plenty of them, guess what? Their stop's going to be on the other side of 138.10. And once it gets inside that bar, what you're going to see is that you're going to see traders pile on and say, okay, what do we have on the other side of that? Can we force the issue here? King dollar. What do we have with King dollar? This is what you have. She's down 161 ticks today. We're at 80.60. And what you have with King dollar is that she's backing down with lighter volume. This is going to be a war between King dollar and the gold market. If we go back to the bond market for a second, what you do have is the 10-year. The 10-year is back under 2.6. We're at 2.555. Pretty impressive. Some of the high-volume stocks we have out, well, here, let's go to the IBB. IBB is what took the Nasdaq South yesterday. IBB today did 1.3 million shares. She's up 254. She got to a lower low, rejected that lower price. What you are going to have, though, is this. You're going to have a high-volume low on a weekly basis inside that IBB. I expect we're going to get follow-through. Why? Because what you have a high-volume low at 226 to 207. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. The Fed minutes come out today, and inside the Fed minutes, what it's all about is this. It's pretty wild. The Fed minutes themselves had some Federal Reserve policymakers were concerned investors may be growing too complacent about economic outlook, and the central bank should be on the lookout for excessive risk-taking. Minutes of their June meeting said today. Bottom line is that, yes, the whole world knows that the Fed basically is going to continue to feed the marketplace. The Fed is saying themselves that, hey, listen, we're worried about it. Is it going to make a difference? No, I don't see the rates going up. I don't see the rates going up, folks, not just because of the Fed, because the tapering inside the minutes, they said flat out, they look for that tapering here. I'll bring this up so you can, they're looking at let's see. Officials also agreed that their bond purchase program would end with the final reduction of $15 billion in buying at their October meeting. October, folks, is right across, it's right around the corner, where it's July 9th, okay? So bottom line, they're going to basically bring that down. Is it going to make a difference? I don't expect it's going to make a difference. Why? Because what you have, the demand inside for bonds is huge, but what's also happening, the supply is decreasing on a continual basis. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. And the Dow Industrials finished up 78, Nasdaq up 27, S&P's up 6.5. We're going to be right back.